My brothers, my sisters, my blood. Good news, everyone! Welcome to my laboratory. I still haven't figured out a nice sort of catchphrase. It's a great day for America, everyone. Yeah, but I'm not going to steal someone else's. Yeah, hello, boy, girl, boys. How is everyone doing? Please let me know. Otherwise, I will just be going. Um, I started a dog walking job. A dog walking job. It's more like babysitting, running, playing, massaging, and complimenting, and just like you know how they have like service animals. It's like I'm hired to be their companion, and it's the best. It's the best. I was smiling all day. I actually cannot remember. Actually, I can. It's been a long time since I smiled all day. I went on a date with a special someone, and I was just smiling all day, and that was like 3 months ago. Yeah, really great day, really good day. I'm on no sleep as always, insomniac, worried about things. I thought I had everything under control. I'm like facing an eviction notice, still looking for work, and have like $5 on me. But it's fine because tomorrow I have enough for the next 2 days. It's just life is great. I feel grateful. I feel happy. I was with these dogs, and I feel like me. Like I feel like um you know, you're not your arm, you're not your leg, you're not your body. If you don't show up to work, they don't say, "Oh, those arms and legs and body didn't show up." They say, "You didn't show up." Well, who is you? It's like your spirit, your personality, your history. Yeah, I just I feel like I feel like um happy, and I know it's a thing that comes and goes, especially with someone that's very like realistic, honest to a fault. Honestly, like 2 days ago, I was in a very dark place. I don't even remember what triggered it, but just nightmares and whatnot. I feel great. I had an amazing day. I feel great. I was playing, I was getting to know them. They all have such incredible, unique personalities. They're so precious. There's the big one that looks like they swallowed a crocodile, like a big pumpkin eater, and they just kind of like waddle up to you and kind of just like follow you around, and they're like, "What's going on? Where are we going now?" And just very attentive, like that kid in school that just like shoots up their hand, just like loves the attention. A puppy, like 1 year old, maybe like 100 pounds, like this thing's huge. Um, there's the one that's like on medication because they have separation anxiety, and their owner put them on some meds, maybe too many meds, and they were taking a nap, and I take off my jacket and I put my jacket on them, and um there's the one that's really enthusiastic but still kind of figuring out like the social norms, and they're they remind me of a younger self when I used to really admire my older siblings and just like, oh, can I hang out with you? Can I see your friends? Can I join in? And even if they pick on me, I'd still be sort of like a martyr and just like let them. I, in fact, remember sort of trolling my older siblings when they picked on me. Like, for instance, they played like this is way back, but I do remember it was like a, whatever Beyonce was in, like Destiny's Child, and like whatever the first single was. It was really early on, like 98, and my sister and brother were switching the radio, and like two different stations were playing the same song, and they said, "What song do you like better, Matt? What station should we settle on?" And I was like maybe like 10 years old, and I said I'd be like, "Oh, I like this song better than that one." And they'd like turn the knob and be like, "You sure you don't like this song?" And it's like the part of the chorus, and they purposely kind of play with me, and I'm like, "No, no, no, this song's way better." Or like I would kind of like mess with them and just be like, "Yeah, I went to like the corner store for a 5-cent candy, and I would buy one 5-cent candy at a time, because then the tax is so minuscule that for each 5-cent candy you pay no tax. So after like 25 cents, like after 5 candies, you basically get one for free. Otherwise, if you just buy 5 candies outright for 25 cents, there's a tax of 5 cents, should be another candy. And I made like sort of a joke, like, tax just doesn't exist if you go in small numbers. And they were like, what? No, it still exists. And we would argue, and I kind of put a spin on it, and I said, I purposely made the numbers different. I said like, oh, if you buy like $1, dude, I'm rambling. Oh my God. And it's not like a loneliness thing. It's not like, oh, I need somebody to talk to. I wish like chat would pop off someday. Maybe, I'm no Vegan Gains. That is the king. In fact, his live stream starts in half an hour. He's about 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So definitely check out his live streams. They're incredible. The community is incredible. You always learn something from the great one. But until then, I just had some time to kill. I just wanted to kind of fill you in. Like, yeah, I'm a dog walker. It's amazing. And I also have like some restaurant interviews. Hopefully I get like a juice bar, something that's vegan. Just a great time with these dogs, man. I got my feet wet to the ankles, just going in the water with them, running around, playing ball, finding the nice sticks for them, and just the energy was so good. There are so this one is like sort of like getting picked on, but they still keep going into the group that's picking on them. There were like 10 dogs between the two of us, and I don't know, I just like kept like separating them, because like one of them was getting picked on, encouraging the big heavy one to keep up with us. Just had an incredible day. It's on a nice beach. There's like a little island across. It's just beautiful life. I feel grateful for everything. And it's incredible, because like you see like Robin Williams, like he offed himself, and rest in peace and all, but he would obviously, he'd find purpose in like making people happy, and I find that with dogs. Like I don't know if there's like a whole like epiphany I'm having, but wow, it's been a while since I played with dogs, like really make eye contact and like start to build that bond. But yeah, life gets dark. Life gets, you just, it's scary. It's because it changes you. It makes you just see red. And namaste, the light in me sees the light in you. Well, how about namaste night? The dark in me sees the dark in you. Once you've been exploited to injustice, and just you see the evil in people very easy. That's me. I can always bring down the mood. I can always be dramatic and theatrical, and I feel like when I'm with these dogs, I just like I have no excuse. They're precious. They're innocent. I just like it makes me want to cry. Like thinking about how like lucky I am to know them. Like I just made like 10 friends today. Guys, go to a dog park. People are nice. I remember one time I had like a whiskey that I sneaked out of a liquor store. Just popped under my jacket, kind of treat myself. A long time ago. I was in like survival mode, and I went to a dog park, and I'm just sitting there with this bottle of whiskey, and I say to one of the owners, "Hey, you want a swig?" They're like, no, that's okay. And I'm like, "Hey, can I play with your dog?" And they go, "Well, they don't like people." Dog walks right up to me, sniffs my face. I put up my hand, crouch down, to eye level, be unintimidating, be gentle, let them make the first move. It's just respect, and they read it right away. We're playing, we're chasing, where, feel the wind on our face and the sand kicking up beneath our feet. It's like the best moment. It's like, no judgment, just this beautiful, precious moment. And I don't know, I just wanted to share it because I can be so damn depressing. And I do have a light, compassionate, like feminine side. But of course, I'm also very like strong and independent and a leader. But I really like, I just want to cuddle. Like, I was just like, oh God, you guys have no idea. When you're surrounded by 10 dogs and they're all looking at you and they're all like, are you going to throw the ball? Are you really going to throw it? Please throw the ball. Oh my God, I was just in heaven. I just came back from heaven. I feel like God's gonna like shake me and be like, what was heaven like? Did you like it? Was it good? Yeah, it was great. And I get paid for it. I have money. I bought groceries. Like, what? How have I never tried this? Guys, become dog walkers. There's a certification as well. Or you can, do the job as a gig and then get the certification. But better to get the certification, do it proper, learn the rules, blah blah blah, pick up after them, no more than 6 dogs per person, whatever. I respect and I have consistency. If I say go go go, it's fucking go time. We're going. Like the decision's made, playtime's over. We had a few hours. We're going, right? Like consistency. When I had my collie Danny, the family dog, Tasha, my brother's dog, which is like in the house, same house. So a big Chow Lab cross. So just imagine like a big black Chow with like some cool like speckles and like some hair that runs up the spine. With Kubush and Mruchek, Kubush and Mruchek, 2 cats we got back in like 98. They just passed like 5 years ago too, like in 1919. They live forever, and they were outdoor cats, which now I understand is very harmful, and they would hunt. As a vegan, I understand how wrong that is. I would walk around the block and I would let them have their own time, the time of their life. This is their time. And you want to pee on every single lawn? We're going to stop at every single lawn. The Chow, the big one, you want to take a break? We're stopping. We're catching our breath. If this walk sometimes takes 10 minutes, sometimes takes 40 minutes. Hey, you're having an off day? It's okay. It's okay. I can skip my shower and just run straight to high school. Like, that's how I thought back in the day. It's like, this is your time. I'm here for you, with you. We are equals. We're both just like experiencing this together. Very respectful. I never raised my voice at my dogs. I never threw my foot at them or stomped on the ground or said, hey, don't, like, you just don't have to. It's so like incomprehensibly wrong. And I promise you, you never have to raise your voice, ever, assert dominance, ever, ever, never, ever do you ever have to disrespect your companion animals, no matter who they are. And there are 5 components of personhood. There's intelligence, which is like memory, of your history, of your personality, whatnot. There's self-motivated locomotion, like moving by your own will. There's what are the 5 qualities of personhood? There's sentience, obviously. the ability to reason and make decisions on your own. And darn it, I forget the fifth one. I'm actually on no sleep. Like I'm really battling depression my whole life. The smallest things tick me off. People disrespecting animals. I'm exposed to this information all the time, and I'm just trying to, yeah, just like be myself. Like it took me my whole life to be me. I love me. I'm awesome. Like I can be so charismatic and loving and dedicated and like respectful, and that's the big thing for me is respect. I can also just not care. I can give up, and it is a huge Achilles tendon. I just sometimes just don't care, and I'm really working on just like kind of being like, things are not perfect. Um, yeah, but I'm just grateful, and they have personality, they have personhood. You have to respect that. Like we are no better. We are just apes that have thumbs and like a few more IQ points so we can like see like a few days ahead. Um yeah, I'm just like thinking about the days that I used to walk these two big dogs, and they were always never bit anyone, never like barked out of like control, like nothing. Just, just a regular, calm, enjoyable walk every time. Um I could go on for hours about them. I honestly just like I feel like this is like a diary. Like this isn't really like your typical like um hey, what's up? What's going on in the news? Like, hey, let's talk about like the controversy or what's popular. This is just literally a video for me in the future when I'm 90, or a video for someone who comes across it in the year 2200 or 2800. I just feel like, as humans, we just need to express ourselves through all art mediums, and this is one of them. Um, I was so good with just being respectful and consistent that when we get to like a crosswalk and I stop, I didn't even have to make a big deal about it. Like I just stop, right? You just stop walking because you're at the corner of the block, and both dogs stop, sit down, and they wait, and we wait. And I look both ways. That's left, right, up, down, and then we cross the road, and they would be one on one side, one on the other side, and nice and tight, nice and close to me. And then the cats joined in. The cats. I would walk two dogs and two cats. And the cats, of course, are going along the fences and through the bushes, but they're following. They are following. I'm walking cats at like 16, 17, 18 years old. I'm walking the five of us are just walking around the block like a tight, like army. And I felt so like, like like I always wanted like a wolf, a pit bull, a Doberman, a German Shepherd, a husky. Like I always wanted these like intimidating dogs. But now that I think of it, like no, I'd rather have like the cross-eyed like pug, the like the like 16-year-old one-legged like wiener dog that's just dragging themselves. Like I would rather have an army of like unique beautiful individuals. It's not about having a dog that like looks cool. Yeah, so honestly, like my high school years, I always look back and always think about like girls I had crushes on, including my art teacher. And I think about my dogs, and I think about the music I listened to, and that was my life. Like I was a night owl. I would go out literally from like 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. with my dogs, sometimes the cats, and just listen to Evanescence, Disturbed, System, all that, Godsmack, all of it. Like, and yeah, it's just this dog walking job that I just started today just takes me back to that, and I'm like, this is me. This is me. I'm happy. Everything feels like it's just the way I left it, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that like I kept myself, my inner child, my wonder for the world, and my curiosity, and I can't like express this enough. Like these dogs are changing my life. I just met them, right? But it's just you just know, man. You just know. You spend some time with them and you play. Yeah, you get to know each other, and I hope I get to figure out a way to keep this and work another job. Um, I can't believe it's been 20 minutes. I had other things I wanted to say, but I don't know. I don't know. Um, I hope you all are doing okay. And seriously, man, like go in the chat, just say something. I'm a good conversationalist. Like I'll make it easy on you. Anything you guys want to talk about? I know sometimes I'm like, just scrolling, looking for vegan content. Um, there's a lot of good ones out there, but I find Vegan Gaze with a Z is very like entertaining. It's like it's easy listening, right? It's just a meme review, whatever. There's David Rams. I don't like Earthling Ed too much. It's like a school. It's like I just like hearing vegans talk sometimes, and that's what I'm trying to offer you as well. It's just like, hey, I get it. Like I understand exactly the struggles. Like I get it, and the struggles I'm talking about isn't finding protein, and the struggles are obviously how to like overlook, how to love and respect other people who are constantly just abusing animals, like individual people in the bodies of like they have personhood. And man, I just like God, people are so demented in some ways, but it's really our environment. And oh hi, someone's watching. Hey, welcome. Yo, throw chat. Say hi. I'm not asking for money, right? Like, it's just literally say something. Like, I have no idea of which direction to go. So I kind of just like I literally it's life unpolished. This is raw, it's unscripted. I just literally like was about to eat and I thought, hey, I have like 40 minutes to kill. So let's pop open the old laptop and say hi. So it's just filling in a blank space. But yeah, I hope you guys are well. I tried the blueprint and I'm still dedicated to it, but I did have to get some noodles with bamboo shoots and stuff. So, I'm trying to be healthy and I'm having a cheat day. Maybe 6 days a week is better for me. Yeah, I wouldn't be watching this either, honestly. When the Gray Vegan Gains is around, I can just watch the like 8-hour live streams, no problem. But variety's nice. If somebody digs me or wants to have like a little platform, I know like 200 subscribers isn't much, but it's more than some have. Some people cannot even do this. Like they cannot even live stream because you need 50 at least. If you want to come on, you want to speak your mind, you want to talk about anything, like anything. I like a diverse catalog of topics, and if there's anything you would like to talk about in your personal life, preferably from a specifically vegan perspective, I'm all ears. And I know that I get like 10 to 50 viewers, sometimes 100. It's not much, but there are people that like hearing vegans talk and just feeling like they're not alone and that it's normal to respect other species as much as you do humans, naturally, without even feeling obligated. Like, oh my God, I'm already not killing you. Like, now I have to be your friend? Like, please. Come on. Even meat eaters appreciate a bird. Even meat eaters, like, see the individual inside any species. And vegans are just walking through the world. Um, it's hard to explain. I don't know if there's a word for it, but it's like you yourself are an animal, and you acknowledge that you're an animal, and you're domesticated, but you're also wild. Like, you can connect with an owl. You can. I'll give you a story. Actually, this is a quick one. There's a really good group of people in Vancouver, and they do saboteur, and I joined them once, and it was for the culling of the coyotes in Stanley Park, which is very simple. You just put a stick in a trap and it snaps, and the stick gets caught instead of the leg of an innocent wild dog. Um, I I heard one get caught, and they howled or whatever, and they got euthanized. I heard the most disturbing thing, and I hope someone was like hanging out in the park, and they were maybe like late because sun just set, but there was laughter. There was like, ah, gotcha, kind of like laughter, and that was very disturbing. Like, it made me like take it very personally. Um, anyways, I heard this is like 100 feet away from me. I almost got to that trap. Um, but I, heard the van. I heard the snap. I heard the coyote, and I heard the van pull up. Um, and God, I hope it was a different group of people, because it's a big park. Stanley Park's a big park, and it could have been anyone walking around. My point is, the forest is black at night. Like, you cannot see. You would think you could see like your footsteps. Like, you can't even see that far. It's just black, and then you look up at the sky and you see the silhouette of the black against the, like, it's so like, the forest is so dark that the black night sky with the stars is the only color and light. Like, forests are just, I that was the first time in my life I was just like, it's just, you don't see anything. And I I hid, right? I hid. I was hiding. And I go behind this log, and I go off trail, and I go like maybe 20 feet off trail, and I hop a log, and I see a really big log, and it's like got a dip of like earth, right? Like this moss and ferns, and just the irregularity left a gap, and I like hide under the log. And that's when I heard the van pull up, and the people, and they take these trapped coyotes' bodies away, and an owl, a big barn owl, which is like, I'm in Vancouver. It's like this. It's huge. It's as big as me. It's like a big head, a big body, and they just like sit right beside me, and they do a little owl thing where they look at you, and they're just curious. It's just a person trying to understand a situation, right? Like, we're all species, all people, all the time are thinking, what's happening? What should I be doing? Like, they're just like, what's up, man? And they can probably hear my heart. Um, they can obviously read my body language, that I'm hiding, I'm cowering, is there a predator? Is something happening? Something's irregular, right? Like, people in the park just walk normally. They don't curl up and hide under a log. And this owl just looks at me and just quietly just stares at me. Like the longest 5 minutes of my life. It's beautiful gray, spotted white, beautiful, incredible owl. And then just, you don't even hear them. And I thought, okay, they left, which means something spooked them that my human ears could not pick up. So someone's coming. So I really got under the log. And sure enough, 2 minutes later, I start to hear footsteps. And they walked right by me. These people that are killing these coyotes, just because some like person was harassing them and got nipped, and it barely drew blood. Like, yeah, they're just like, yeah, we're gonna try to kill, like, I think their quota was like 30 or 50 coyotes. They only ended up getting like 10, and they said, oh, apparently we miscalculated and there were only like 10 in the park, so we bailed on this. But really, it was like the hard work of these activists who were avoiding cameras and traps. And you could just walk this seawall, like you could walk around the park and just hear them howling. You could hear them in pain. Hey, what's up? Yo, Dennis. Hey, yeah, no, I was just talking about like this time I was doing Saboteur, and this owl like sat beside me and flew off. And because their hearing is better than mine, I knew that this owl heard someone coming. And sure enough, the owl left. I hid under the log, and the authorities that were killing all the coyotes in the park, they walked right by me, and they were like 10 feet away. They were 10 feet away. Like, man, that was scary. But thanks to that owl, I got a tip, and I stayed undiscovered. And I remember like going to the Saboteur thing, and I'm like, how am I gonna take this? Like, how far am I gonna go? Like, am I just gonna like break all these traps? And I've never talked about this, by the way. I've never talked about this. But I was thinking, like, how far am I? Like, what am I doing? Like, I feel like a criminal. And I remember like being on the bus and seeing people on the bus stops, and I was like, I can't relate to you people. You people like pay for animal abuse. And I just feel like I'm in a different world. Like, I feel disconnected. Like, that's the thing with like being vegan. It's like, it's not about the difficulty of adjusting like you know your shopping experience. It's the difficulty of like an existential loneliness. It's different than loneliness when you're just bored or something. It's existential loneliness where you feel disconnected from the human race. You start to look at them like monkeys, and monkeys just like hump and throw poo on each other and eat. And it's like you see people and you're like, yo, you're just, I'm not like you. Like, and I even thought, like, I'm going to prison. Like, I'm gonna get caught for this, and I'm never gonna be free again. Or if I am free, it'll be temporary. And now I'm this double life where I'm a criminal and I'm like a regular guy with a regular life. And I haven't done Saboteur for a little while. A little while. There's nothing I can talk about, but you know, if you go to a farm and you know mess with the corral, or you know do something so things don't work, it's you know it's the animals appreciate it. But I'm not endorsing anything. I'm just saying, like, um it's an interesting feeling. I really don't know how far I can talk about this, but yeah, that was probably my favorite. It was Saboteur. It feels like direct action, like you're really getting in there. Because sometimes you talk to people and you're like, hey, you gonna go vegan? They're like, you got it, I'm a vegan now. And then you see them like a few months later and they're like, you're still vegan, right? They're like, yeah, I'm still Christian. It's like, no, we were talking about veganism. He's like, yeah, I found God and everything. It's like, the fuck did I waste my time on? And sometimes you don't feel like you're making a difference, but Saboteur's direct. I mean, surely you can say you lied. Yes. I mean, come on. I'm a good boy. I never break the rules. No. Other people know what's best. Always listen to what the authorities have to say. You're not under oath to tell the truth right now. Yeah, no, I'm very like I feel like this is my soul. This is me. And I like seriously, like anything I say here is real. I yeah, I don't care. I'm actually on probation right now because I was doing a protest and someone like threatened to fight me just because I'm vegan, holding a sign that says "Go vegan," and trying to get people to talk to me about it. This guy goes like, "Hey, you want to fight?" And I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me!" And the guy like didn't leave. And I called the cops 4 times, and I told them this is not a threat, but I'm just saying, and I have it on tape, that if this guy fights me, I'm not fighting. I'm just gonna like I'm 6.5 feet tall. I'm just gonna throw him into traffic. Like I'm gonna waste my time fighting. I'll just kill the guy. And now I'm on probation for a death threat and mischief. Um, it's totally stupid. Like the judge literally said, like we have serious cases to focus on. But yeah, I tend to kind of like dance on the line. What's going on, Dennis? Yo, hey, two people in chat. I am stoked. I'm so happy to have you. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. Welcome. Anything you want to talk about? Obviously, something in the realm of veganism, but Vegan Gains. This guy Richard Burgess. I don't know if you've heard of him. He just started his live stream 7 minutes ago, so we should all head out there. His channel is way better. But if you guys want to like shoot some ideas or anything, I'm a vegan talking about veganism. Sometimes you just want to hear it. You want to be in your own world, right? Like it's important to connect, and it's important to remember you're not alone. Everyone feels this way. We all get this. And what's going on with you, man? You probably shouldn't have told them the killing part, but oh well. Yeah, no, I literally told the police, someone's gonna die here, and it's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna fight this guy. I'm just gonna throw him into traffic. It's so crazy. Like you think of it. It's like imagine you're a 911 operator. And you're like, yeah, we got some vegan talking about throwing like guys up. This guy was bleeding from the face. He was like homeless. He's on drugs. He's dancing in front of me. I'm like, I don't want AIDS. I'm just gonna throw him into traffic. Oh my god. Yo, man. I don't know. I got stories for days. There was another guy. He literally told me, "Shut up about veganism. I'm going to stab you. I'm ex-military. I have a knife. I'm going to fucking stab you with it." And again, this is all recorded. I have it all on video. If you go, maybe I'll do a compilation. But this guy literally said he's going to kill me. I start hopping up and down, arms up, right? Like ready to go. I'm actually a black belt, by the way. And from Tongwoo-do martial arts, which is like a mixed martial arts. It's a family class, but I was very good. Like I was an instructor there. And I know my way around. Like I know how the human body works, and So here's the thing. The guy, he's like, "What are you doing? You look so stupid." I'm like, "I'm analyzing you, figuring out your weaknesses, warming up my body, and if you got that knife, you better pull it quick because you're about to get fucked up, my friend." And sure enough, the guy grabs me, which is a really bad idea. And he grabs me right by the sleeves, which is your most like common self-defense thing. And I grab him by his sleeves. So it's kind of like, you're not checking me to get into checkmate. I'm checking you to get into checkmate. And it's kind of like Battle of the Dinosaurs usually, where one person pushes and the other person pushes. It's two people pushing. But I know that because I practice this, so I can do this in my sleep. When someone pushes, you pull, and then because you're pulling, they pull back, and then you push them. Or in this case, sorry, he was pushing, I pulled. No, he pushed, I pushed back. So he doubled down. He pushed extra hard because he was like, "Fuck this vegan," and he pushed extra hard. And that's when I pulled him. And when I pulled him down. And I pulled him down and I pulled him into traffic. And I pulled this guy and I fucking threw him right in front of like two cars that just hit the brakes, stopped right in front of him. He broke his elbows, like smacked into the ground, bleeding everywhere, gave up right away, got up, started walking around in shock. People have like all their phones out. Like there's like 8 people recording this. This is back like in 2020. And I'm laughing at this part. Like I'm just having the time of my life. You know, I'm like, oh, Mr. Ex-military gonna kill me with his knife. Oh yeah, what happened to your boo-boo on your elbow? Of course, police are there in 30 seconds, and they say, you know what? Do you want to press charges on this gentleman? And I show them the tape. I had this $2,000 camera that got smashed later, but I'm like, no, I'm not pressing charges. And they're like, yeah, he's probably drunk or confused. We'll let him go. And he gets on the bus and he goes like one stop. It's on Broadway and Main Street to Canby is like 4 blocks. It's maybe like 600 feet. And I happen to walk that direction. And then what did you know? Just as I'm walking, like clearing my head, like forget about it. It's all good. It's okay. The buddy comes off the bus and he's right in front of me. He's just like, just walks the other way. I'm like, bro, we just like had like a moment, and yo, I get home, and you know how like the algorithm figures you out, and the algorithm's like, oh, you've been looking at flowers. Here are some flowers you could buy, or like whatever, right? So the algorithm recommends a T-shirt that I should buy, and the T-shirt is a plain white T-shirt with a blood stain on it, and it says, I'm fine. Yo, the algorithm's got a sense of humor because it's as if I actually got stabbed and was like, I'm fine. I could not like write a better. It's real. I actually have a document. Like I made a video. It's my old videos, but that was just crazy bananas. I would never want to hurt anybody. I understand that people lose control of their emotions. I myself have said things, done things that are just stupid. We all have that, right? Like I don't want to hurt anybody ever. But I mean, the guy was literally like, I'm going to kill you. I have a knife, and grabs me. So I just pushed him. He pushed back and I pulled him down and I threw him down on the ground. And that's it, right? Like I throw him and I leave. Like I walk away. I'm not going to like kick the guy, whatever, right? It made for a good video. But yeah, I have stories. My friends. What's up with you? Okay, I missed all this. He did he get any punishment at least? No punishment, because I said don't press charges. He's homeless, he's mental, like he should be in a mental institution. In Canada, we closed our mental institutions because of taxes. It's too expensive to incarcerate someone. So the downtown east side, you know, Hastings, it's like the fentanyl thing, like in Seattle and San Francisco, where they're just pooing everywhere. They're doing drugs. They got their pants down everywhere. They you know, they have tent cities, like tents by the dozens. Yeah, it's like that, right? So he's one of those people, and I'm just like, yeah, it's fine, man. This guy's got enough problems. Like this is just, you know, like yeah, like yeah, just a one-off thing. So no, he didn't get any punishment. Thank you for the question, by the way. I really appreciate it. You probably shouldn't have told them the killing part, but oh well. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. And the crazy thing is that there are people walking around with just looking for an excuse to punch somebody in the face. Like there are people with weapons on them. I've like the guy that smashed my camera, $2,000 camera. He sees that I'm recording and I'm holding a sign that says "Go Vegan." I recite Gary Yourofsky's "The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear" to Vancouver. And as I'm saying something about like cows getting, you know, inseminated or something, he's like, shut up. And he just smacks the camera. And this guy's big. Like he looks like he's a Bacon brother. Like if you don't know the gang, like these guys are monsters. Like they're big. And man, they're like, I knew I was in danger, but still, me being me, I, you know, didn't let it slide. I followed the guy into the SkyTrain. He got on the train. I punched the little thing and I turned the knob, and that stops the train, so he can't get away. And I'm on the phone with the police, and the police get there just as I'm in front of like a taxi, like saying to the taxi driver, like, no, don't start the car. and this gangster's in there with like the cops told me he had a gun, he had a knife, he was on probation, he was wanted, like he's in. And later, like this is again in 2020, later in 2023, I had another interaction with the police, which is another vegan incident. And one of the cops was like, I recognize you. And I remember that guy. Remember that guy at the SkyTrain that smashed your camera and went to actual jail for that? He's still in jail. I was like, oh shit, he's still in jail. That's not good. I'm making friends. But it's like respect. I even said to the guy, if these were different circumstances, we would be friends. We would be friends. That's what I said to the guy. If we didn't meet like this, you and I would be friends. I still try to find namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. Like I still, like we're kind of cool, right? Like, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, my life's crazy. I'm kind of on some kind of spectrum. Did he actually attack you though? No, that guy destroyed my camera, which is assault. Like if you go up to someone's car and you kick their car, it's assault. Like when you harm someone's property, it's legally as if you harmed them. So when he smashed my $2,000 camera, microphone broken, it didn't work. He technically assaulted me. But I did not press charges. Again, it's not worth it. I'm a human and my drama is nothing compared to what the animals go through. So I'm kind of a martyr in that sense, like a very like tiny like speck of martyrism where I'll take the abuse, I'll be bullied, I'll have a steak slapped at me, I'll have rocks thrown at me, condoms, spit, needles, like used like drug needles thrown at me. I don't care. I don't call the police. I don't report them. I don't care. It's just someone being stupid. I'm not going to court. I'm not wasting my time. I'm focusing on the animals. I'm focusing on my protests. Every day, hold the sign, at least 10 minutes. Hold that sign. Hold that sign. Get outside. Hold the sign. And that's all I want to do. I don't want to waste my time with these people. Did he actually attack you? Damn, I wonder what the car drivers thought just seeing dude fly at the car. Yeah, no. Again, I have this on film. I gotta like make these compositions. One time the guy maced me, like pepper spray, and I have an insane pain tolerance. Not to brag, but I literally do. Like I drink hot sauce from the bottle, like a flask of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, but I'll have like a flask of hot sauce. I'll just like drink the hot sauce and just feel that pain. And when I was younger, I used to slit my wrists. When I was way younger, I used to climb trees and like break bones and things, like falling off trees, jumping off house roofs, just poor people fun. I have an immense pain tolerance. I really do. It's kind of a superpower. I once was going around the seawall and I was at Ferguson Point, and you can map out where Ferguson Point is, the nearest bus stop on Davie Street. It's about like a 2 kilometer walk. When I was at Ferguson Point, I finished a night shift restaurant at the tea house, and I went down, and it was black. Like the forest is so dark, and you can't tell, but the sidewalk is actually off by a foot. So you're walking on the bicycle path, and you want to get like a little closer to the water, and you're on the pedestrian path, and there's a drop, and that drop hit my fibula, which is the thinner bone that's on your lower, like this is the fibula, this is the tibula, and that little fibula, it takes 10% of your body weight right there, 10%, 10%. So I'm 200 pounds. It takes 20 pounds, boop, and that cracks. And that's what happened. I broke my leg, and I walked 2 kilometers with a broken leg like it was nothing. And then I went on the bus, and nobody gave up the seat for me because it was a busy day. And I was going all the way to Coquitlam, so like 2 hours of standing on the bus with a broken leg. And yeah, I have a pain tolerance. Whew, bro, I have that shirt. Oh, you have the shirt? That's crazy, man. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. That's so good. Not to brag, but I'm a boss. Yeah, I mean, I love certain things about me, and like everyone's a hero of their own story, but like seriously, I'll brag when I can. Like I'll take what I can. I give up a lot to be in the position where I can brag. Like I don't really have a social life. I like ruin relationships, employers, roommates, all sorts of institutions like Cub Scouts, Air Cadets, martial arts, school, like all these things. Like, I always have like difficult relationships because I always put like honesty forward, and honesty is very awkward. So I torture myself throughout my life with like like announcing problems, and everyone shoots the messenger. So when I get shot at, I want to be able to tell the story at least. Like, if I could have sent you a photo, I literally have a photo with Cops on Halloween where I was wearing Killer Clown mask and that I'm fine shirt. That is fucking crazy. I think that's so cool. That's so cool. Wow, are you my soulmate? All right, bro. Dennis, let's meet up sometime. Come in the chat. But for now, maybe I'll see you in the Vegan Gains chat because I'm running out of steam, brother. Yeah, I want to do these 8-hour things, but I can't keep going. I can't keep going. But that is really cool. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. So yeah, I hope I can like split the screen with you. If you look like 3 videos back, I had one with Brian the activist, and I like just talking to people. Anything you want. Like, he was talking about his childhood dog, right? Like, he was talking about anything, right? I was scared they'd arrest me because a kid got proper scared because you had the mask and that shirt with the blood. So you thought they would arrest you. Fortunately, they found it funny and asked for a photo. That's so cool. Yeah, yeah. Some cops are cool. I'm gonna have a whole video about cops. I've had countless encounters, maybe a dozen, maybe more, and each one is its own unique, wonderful, crazy story. I really want to go on for hours, but I just know that I can't. I just can't. I don't have it in me. Bro, Dennis, you sound really cool. Let's schedule a chat. You don't have to come on camera. Put the mask on. Put the mask on and come on camera, and we'll do that sometime, okay? So we'll message each other. Maybe you can be my guest. Starting a little show here. Thank you for coming. I'm humbled. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this life, this privilege, this like existence and boobs and food and dogs and everything that is wonderful in the world. I'm so happy today. You sound really cool too. I'll sub to you. I'll wear the shirt too, so you know I ain't lying. Dude, I still can't believe that. That's fucking crazy. like actually, what are the odds? Like, what are the odds? What are the odds? You have the exact same shirt. Okay. Dennis, thank you. Guys, be well. Have lots of wonderful things. I'm gonna go. See you, bro.